everyone. Once you've selected goals for your intervention plans and you have an idea of what you're working on for all of the students that you're targeting this semester, you're ready to develop your activity matrix. The activity matrix is a useful way of organizing the many ways that you're supporting students and young children across settings and across routines of the day. It's not a difficult task, especially once you've thought about your intervention strategies and goals. And so in this video I'll show you how to organize your activity matrix. This is an example of an activity matrix, and you'll see that the column headers are titles of the goals, or brief categories of the goals that you'll be working on. So you can have columns, you could have 3 columns for the same child, or you could have 3 columns for 3 different children. I'd like to see you incorporate at least 4 goals on your activity matrix. Ideally, you would have at least 1 goal for each child you're working with. So that's the column headers. The row headers are the routines of the day. And you don't have to select all of the routines of the day, but I'd like for you to select at least 5 routines of the day. And you can see at the beginning of this activity matrix, the person selected bathroom time, meal time, free play, and farther down, the person selected circle time. So I'd like for you to have at least 4 goals and at least 5 routines. And in the cells of the matrix, you jot down ideas of how to support that goal within that routine. And that's really it. That's all that you do. So you can see this example for recognizing emotion, self-help skills, and body awareness in those routines. And here is another example. And this one is for using utensils and engaging in social play. And you can see that sometimes we have to be creative. At circle time, we're not using utensils, but we can think about the transferable skill that's needed for the child to be able to use utensils, and how can we support that transferable skill within circle time. So we can see we can use a demonstration of using utensils correctly, but we also could have used, at writing time, we could talk about grasping and using writing utensils, because some of the fine motor skills that are involved in handling writing utensils are the same that are needed for eating utensils. And so many of the fine motor types of skills that we promote in terms of grasp and manipulation are transferable. So even though you may be working on a skill like toileting, we can still think of ways to support the transferable skills, the underlying skills that are necessary for the child to be able to remember each of the steps and to be able to follow each of the steps, and perhaps use a mnemonic to help the child remember each of the steps. And we can use that in a social story at a different time of the day, or we might use a different task analysis and a different mnemonic, but for following multi-step directions, or a multi-part procedure. So you'll have to think creatively. In the end, you may end up having a cell that is blank, and that's okay. You don't have to fill in every cell, but I really want you to stretch your thinking and think about the underlying critical transferable skills that support each of these goals. If you've picked the goals for an intervention plan, they're pretty important goals for the child to be mastering, and so we want to think about multiple ways across routines of the day to support the skill. Online you'll see an article written about the activity matrix, written by Dr. Grisham Brown, and you'll also see these examples that you can use in creating your own matrix.